A man who shot and killed another man inside a Walgreens cleared of all charges. Prosecutors believe he acted in self-defense.
Unfortunately, that it had to happen. I just know at the moment it was killed to be killed.
Oh man, so one of the more interesting stories surrounding self-defense has the city of Miami buzzing right now after a shooting at a Walgreens leaves a man dead and another free to move on with his life. Now the family of the man that passed away, they're asking for answers.
Parents getting the news that the man who killed their son has been cleared of all charges.
We need justice.
Justice wasn't served.
27-year-old Anthony Souvenir was shot and killed inside the Walgreens at the corner of Palm Avenue and Miramar Boulevard on February 3rd. Then Friday,
The Broward State Attorney's Office declined to prosecute Jamie Taylor on manslaughter charges.
So they're saying that justice hasn't been served, but according to the prosecutors, it most definitely has. So Anthony Souvenir was celebrating his 27th birthday, then decided to go and run some errands. He was with his girlfriend and his 1-year-old child when they decided to pull up to a Walgreens. Now inside that store happened to be Jamie Taylor, who happened to be loading up a prepaid card when Anthony and his girlfriend walked in. Now Anthony believed that Jamie was looking too hard at his lady and decided to press him, and eventually that led to a back and forth that left Souvenir dead.
Hello, 911?
Hello. Yes, my boyfriend just got shot in the Walgreens.
Okay.
Souvenir's girlfriend called 911 after Souvenir was shot.
Who shot your boyfriend?
I don't know, sir. It's some random guy in the Walgreens.
Hey, where's he at?
He ran off, sir.
A new police report says Souvenir was in the store with his girlfriend and their child when Souvenir got into an argument with a suspect, 28-year-old Jaime Taylor, who was on a cell phone. The report says Souvenir argued with Taylor because he thought Taylor was staring at his girlfriend. The report also said Taylor said Souvenir claimed he had a gun and he thought Souvenir was going to shoot him, so he opened fire.
You are charged with 1 count murder.
In court, Taylor was given a public defender and held without bond, and we learned Taylor intends to fight the charges against him. Souvenir's father told us what happened to his son makes no sense at all.
Now what's interesting is that the girlfriend was very honest about her recollection of the altercation. She said she overheard an argument between Souvenir and Taylor, and at one point she said Taylor told Souvenir, "I'm not effing talking to you, I'm on the effing phone." Okay, so that's the shooter telling her boyfriend this. Then despite her attempts to get Souvenir to back down, the argument escalated. As Souvenir walked toward Taylor, Taylor pulled out a gun, pointed it at him, and opened fire before running out of the store, police said. The store manager told investigators that Souvenir mistakenly believed Taylor was speaking to him when he was actually on the phone. The manager said the two men exchanged words before Taylor fired the fatal shots. But what was said though? So Taylor turned himself back in and he confirmed the story with the dude saying that he was looking too hard at his girl. Taylor claimed Souvenir walked away but turned back after overhearing him speak to someone on the phone. He said the two began exchanging words, and when he told Souvenir he had a gun, Souvenir allegedly responded, "I see you got one, I got one too." Taylor told police he feared that Souvenir was going to fight him or shoot him, so he pulled his gun and pointed it to the side. When he saw Souvenir reach into his backpack, reportedly for his own gun, Taylor fired at the bag and fled. Taylor was arrested with murder without premeditation. Now, as many people started to hear about this situation, Jamie and Anthony started to receive support. People were upset about the senseless violence, but others, they felt that Anthony was the aggressor in the conversation.
The thought of the man who was shot inside this Walgreens store is pleading with people to show restraint.
That's a painful thing.
Yves Souvenir says he is devastated after his son Anthony Souvenir was shot and killed on his 27th birthday inside this Walgreens store.
I was with him, celebrate together, you know, and then they keep saying, "Dad, I love you. I love you, Dad," because we celebrate happiness.
Souvenir's father told us what happened to his son makes no sense at all.
People got too much gun. They can fight, but don't use a gun. Gun is a weapon to kill people. It's not to make people come down. Or you call police.
And Souvenir's father has this plea.
But we have to come together now. If we have a problem, to resolve the problem. Not a gun. Keep shoot each other. That don't make sense.
But time passed and eventually the prosecutors made a decision, and that was to drop all the charges. See, when you factor in all the accounts of the story, it points towards the victim being the aggressor. So according to the arrest report, a cashier told responding officers that 27-year-old Anthony Souvenir was the aggressor, and both men made it clear they were carrying a gun. You add that combined with the footage, man, it's tough. Now, here goes a full video with Taylor speaking about a situation right here.
It's not just about Anthony. It's not just about Anthony. Of course I'm angry.
Parents getting the news that the man who killed their son has been cleared of all charges.
We need justice.
Justice wasn't served. It wasn't served.
The case is now closed. A memo from the Broward State Attorney's office reads, the evidence in this case demonstrates that Taylor acted in reasonable self-defense. The family of Anthony Souvenir wants proof.
Where is the video? Where is the video?
They're demanding the release of surveillance video that captured the confrontation.
They have to look at the video to see who mentioned what he did that day. For him to die for nothing.
All we ask, open the video. The video, the world needs to see the video.
Newly released surveillance video. You can see Jamie Taylor on the phone. Then you can see a female walk up with a baby. There's another man there, 27-year-old Anthony Souvenir. And then in broad daylight in this Miramar Walgreens, a shooting. Souvenir would be shot dead in front of his baby, and Jamie Taylor would be charged. But then those charges dropped.
Unfortunate that it had to happen. I just know at the moment he was killed to be killed.
We spoke with Taylor on Monday, days after he learned the charges were dropped. Back to the video. Taylor said a man he'd never met walked into the pharmacy provoking and threatening him.
I guess he thought that I was looking at his girl or something, and then he told me that I'm looking too hard.
Souvenir, who was in that Walgreens with his girlfriend and 1-year-old son when Taylor said Souvenir confronted him.
He kept talking. I told him, I'm not talking to you. And his girlfriend told him that I wasn't talking to him either. He told me that, yeah, I see you got a gun, and I got one too.
But Taylor said it's not until he saw that gun he shot Souvenir to protect himself.
He was all the way at the back of the store. He walked by me, said what he had to say, and then came all the way from the back of the store to the front of the store, and he told me, I'm finna show you.
After the shooting, you can see Souvenir fall, and then Taylor, here in this video, you see him running out of the Walgreens, only to be caught, charged, and then the case dismissed under stand your ground.
Now I understand the frustration by the family, but there was too many things that pointed towards Anthony Souvenir being the aggressor in the situation. The cashier and even his girlfriend's words paint the picture that he was the one escalating things. And also to learn that he actually fired his weapon while chasing Taylor down gives some truth to the story that Taylor was on the defense in the altercation. And that just leaves me thinking that I wish Ant would have just let the situation go. Based on the story, it seemed like dude didn't want no problems, he didn't want no smoke. And even if he was looking at your girl, bro, if you got a lady that's worth looking at, you gotta deal with that, you feel me? Niggas gonna peep. You ain't gotta press them unless they actually say something or do something, you feel me? And this is Florida. Not only do you have to assume that everybody got fired, you also gotta assume that they trigger happy. But for real though, bro, just avoid all conversation as possible so you can make it home to your people. And I really feel for that family though, you feel me? Cause like, they don't wanna accept this shit. And I know bro got homies too that probably don't wanna accept this shit too. I bet he do, you feel me? But I hope these boys just charge it to the game. Like, no more families need to be crying behind a situation that was all silly in the first place, man. Y'all boys stay out the way, man. Get y'all bread and just learn and heal from the situation. I just hope it's something that people could just learn from, dog. But hey, y'all let me know what y'all think about this one in the comment section below. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.